All right, Shalom, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. I want to say and give double honors to the apostles and bishop elders of Great Millstone for teaching us His word and truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, I'm my brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with another lesson. And this lesson is on this video. It was inspired by this video that you see right here in front of you, right here. You know, and he got this nigga woman in the club, this young nigga woman in the club, with her cell phone up, and she has a blinking image which says, "I love drug dealers." The women are extremely impressionable, so they'll see this shit and they'll assume that it is the way to think. But it ain't just her. All of these simple-minded, bird-brained females, this is what they're into. The scripture says all wickedness is but little to that of a woman. The scripture also says that uh, uh, of the woman become wickedness. Wickedness. Matter of fact, let me get this precept real quick. Salakia. Khan, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, and the Apocrypha. It says, 42 verse, chapter 42, verse 13. It says, matter of fact, let's start at 12. Behold, not everybody's beauty, and sit not and in the midst of women. Right. So as a man, we're not supposed to sit in the midst of women, talking, chatting it up, trying to converse. We ain't supposed to do that. And you ain't supposed to behold everybody's beauty either, because beauty is vanity, and the shit is fleeting anyway. You should look for the substance in a person. Particularly as a man, you should look for that substance in a woman. It says, behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. It says, for from garments come moth, and from women wickedness. So women, they breed wickedness. They push that, they try to put that spirit out there. There's some type of goddess and there's somebody to be worshipped, but all you doing is worshiping wickedness. All you doing is opening door to wickedness. And that's what these women went. So they're negative individuals, they're negative creatures. So they're attracted to negativity like moth to a flame, right? So these young hoes, they talking about they love drug dealers. But then when they hit the wall, they have several children, a bunch of failed relationships with men that really didn't want nothing from them but their box, or that, or if that, you know what I'm saying? And then now they want to try to find a man of substance. They want somebody that's good. They want a man that's working, uh, uh, got a job where he bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. They got these delusions of grandeur. But while you were in your youth and you were going to all these parties, burning yourself out, yet the guy you were looking for was a drug dealer. Or in this world, there's a saying, the nice guy finished last. And the word nice means to be naive, to be stupid, right? And you can't be naive or nice to these women. You can't be that way with these women. They respond to negativity. They respond to the opposite reaction. Salakia. Yeah, the etymology of nice, right? So it says in the Middle English from the French Latin, necius, which is ignorant, from nesire, not to know. So you're a lot of men that are nice, they don't know women. So you just open yourself up to all of this abuse from these bitches, man. Other early scents include coy, reserved, giving rise to fastidious, scrupulous. This led both to the sense of fine, suitable, and regard as the correct sense, and is regarded by some as the correct sense, and to the main current sense. Because right now, when they say nice, it means something good, but in reality, nice means to be. Oh, here it is right here. Let's look at this right here. This is way better, right? It says nice, right? The adjective of being nice is foolish and ignorant, frivolous and senseless, man. Careless, clumsy, weak, poor, needy. And these women don't want that. They want this nigga, the drug dealer. First of all, it ain't even no money in selling dope out here like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Esau done cornered the market and all that shit anyway. So he made it so you niggas can never really benefit the way he benefits off that shit. But this what these women love. Women love witchcraft. Drug dealers are warlocks and witches, right? Women love wickedness. Those niggas are into all of that, right? And it ain't just her. You know, these so-called young women, these young ladies, they don't know how to be women, right? They don't know how to be wives. They don't care to be women. They don't care to be wives, right? A woman is a what? A helpmate, a servant. These women are not those things. So again, it says the word nice is foolish, ignorant, frivolous, senseless, careless, clumsy, weak, poor. And in this world, if you're nice in this world, you're gonna always be poor, needy, simple, stupid, silly, foolish. You see, from the sense of niscus, which is ignorant and unaware, literally not knowing, right? Okay. It says timid, faint, faint-hearted, fussy, fastidious, dainty, precise, careful. You know, you can't be nice out here, bro. Because what? Nice guys finish last, and these hoes show it to you. These hoes show it to you with their action. Here it is. Here it is. You in here working. See, these niggas risking their lives to sell dope and killing each other and destroying their so-called communities, their neighborhoods, and it's usually their own people. But that's what these women love. They're into this. They're incapable. I always say, I was telling a brother earlier, I was like, whenever I think of the term incapable, I hear Nino Brown says, you're incapable of running this operation. And women are completely incapable of running any operation. They're incapable of choosing the right man, right, to procreate with and to marry, which marry means to have sex with. Normally, these women, they're doing shit because of how they feel. The bitch hot and horny, so she goes out and get drunk and spread her legs for any man. She don't care. She might even be drunk. You know, if it's gonna benefit her, she don't mind laying on her back. All right, because they're incapable of choosing this because the Lord didn't give them the ability to choose. Job 39:17, because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted unto her understanding. And, you know, this ain't a slight against women, because they'll see this and say, oh, you guys are misogynistic, you hate women. No, we don't hate women. Women have their natural order, they have their natural place. But this low-hanging fruit that you choose from, that you jakes run to, and low-hanging fruit, not just the hardcore ugly bitches, it's all these young hoes, man. You see, this is low hanging fruit. This is something you're supposed to stay away from. You know, the scripture says, give yourself not to a light woman, man. All right. So back in Job 39:17, because the Most High had deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. Right. So when you look at this, and the analogy is with a ostrich, but this is the woman. The Most High deprived the woman of wisdom. Let's look at that word for wisdom. In the Hebrew, the word wisdom is hakamah, right? Hakamah. And it says the definition for hakamah in the Hebrew, okay, is a skill in war, wisdom in administration, shrewdness, wisdom. So you get that grandma, that pork chop wisdom from your grandmother, but that shit don't really serve you in this world, man. It'll have you out. It'll have you out here getting destroyed, because it's all gonna go back to worshiping these demons. Wisdom and prudence in religious affairs. They don't have that. These women are all over spiritually. They're given to Satan. Wisdom and ethical and religious. Skillful in wisdom. Wisely. This is not for a woman, right? Really, you're never gonna see that. You're never gonna see no woman that's prudent in administration and in war and skillful. Neither have he imparted to her understanding. That word there for understanding is bayana. Bayana. It says understanding, discernment, faculty, personified, act, knowledge, meaning perfectly understanding wisdom, right? Because wisdom would tell you a drug dealer is not the type of man that you would want marrying your daughter, right? A scammer is not a man that you want your daughter to marry and have children with, and think that she's going to have a long and productive relationship. Uh, uh, how about shy fair in relationship with? No. Wisdom say like, bitch, you bugging. But they don't care. They just want the thrill. A lot of these women like the bad guy because of the thrill. You know, she want to be her body to his Clyde. These women, they wanna hold a gun. They want to be in shootouts. That turn a bitch on, popping her, knocking her head between the washer and dryer. She's into that, right? And this is not me just saying this. These women, this coming out of their mouths. This chick says, "I love drug dealers," and she's dancing in the club about that, right? And then you got this shit. Bitches talking about they rather be stuck in the forest with a bear than a man.
With a man or a bear?
Would you rather be stuck in a
Rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a bear or a man? This was a question asked randomly on the streets.
Man is scary.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Man is scary.
Yeah, but the bitch ain't never been in front of a fucking wild bear. He'll rip that bitch to shreds. Talking about if she's scared of a man, the bitch knows she gonna be scared of a fucking bear. But you see the rationale in the mind of a woman, man. And really this comes from feminism. Because we live in a world where it's all about tearing down men. Matter of fact, I had this one video I had saw earlier. Let me see. You got shows like The View, which is a total feminist viewpoint, right? And this is what they think about men. It's women don't need men. So they say the bitch say she'd rather be in the woods with a bear than a man, because men are scary. But then they'll say shit like this. Mind you, these women are married, but this is how they feel about their husbands, right?
Most answered very quickly, no. Viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women? Most of them said yes.
Right, because women are they have their place. The Lord didn't create this world for men to be alone, a man to be alone. The Lord didn't create this world for women to run amok and do what they choose. And just because a woman has a role as a helpmate to a man doesn't mean that, she supersedes that man or his role. Everybody has their role. A man needs a woman to procreate with. A man needs a woman as a helpmate, right? The scripture says this in the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 18. In Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, the Most High, the Most High said, it's not good that a man should dwell alone, right? But I will make him a helpmeet for him, right? And when you read it in the NLT, it says, then the Lord power said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper who is just right for him. And that's ultimately what a woman is. She's supposed to be a help to her husband, right? A woman is supposed to be a help to her husband. She's a helpmeet. She's a servant to her husband, right? When you ask a woman, what does the etymology of the word woman mean, right? Right? They won't even be able to tell you. It says adult, female, human, late old English, women, plural, women, literally woman, man, alteration. It says a woman, a female servant. In the 8th century, a compound of wife and woman. So really, the word woman means wife. And it truly means servant, right? And who is the woman supposed to serve? She's supposed to serve her husband. Okay, that's what she was created for. She was created to be a helpmeet. She wasn't created to be equal to him. She wasn't created to usurp authority over him. She has her role as the mother of the children, first and foremost, as the wife and servant to the husband, and as the mother of the children, as a keeper of the home, right? And any other skills she may have, they should be to benefit her family, first starting with her husband and then to herself and her children. That's how they're supposed to work. But you got shows like this. You got shows like The View where they ask a question, do women really need men? And the reason why these women will say they don't need men is because of feminism. Feminism has allowed these women to run reckless around the world. Not just here in America, it started here, but look at the whole world. You're right. Because common sense would tell you, just basic physiology, biology will tell you, yes, you need men. What the fuck's wrong with you? You can't get a nation without the men, right? Esau is using these equipment, the so-called science, claiming that he could just create life. He can't create life. Life comes from the loins of a man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, through the loins of a man, and it's incubated in a woman. So yes, a woman has a need. I want children. I need children. It needs somewhere to incubate. So you got to put it in a woman's womb via having sex.
So why? Oh. And following question. Do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no.
And in a sensible society, you wouldn't even have no questions like that. This wouldn't even be a question.
Oh. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives. Only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women? Most of them said yes. So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless.
You see, and they all clap their hand. Imagine if this was a show with men, and he asked the same question about women, and the man said women are useless. Ain't nobody gonna clap to that shit. But this goes back to the garden, to the serpent. The serpent told her what? Matter of fact, Genesis. Let's go back. Let's go to Genesis 3. Genesis chapter 3, right? Verse 16, right? It says, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. This is the reason why women have birth pains and pregnancy pains when they're bringing forth children. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Now, when you read that in the NLT, it says, then he said to the woman, I will sharpen the pain of your pregnancy, and in pain you will give birth. And women do. And you will desire to control your husband, but he will rule over you, man. And that's always been a desire from starting with Eve and the serpent. He told her, he gave her the knowledge of wickedness. She brought it to Adam. Why did he go to the serpent, choose the woman versus choosing Adam? Because she's the weaker vessel, and she'll accept anything, right? So her desire is, a woman's desire is to rule over her husband, but the husband's role is to rule over the woman. But then, mind you, this woman's married, right? I had looked up the cast of The View on my phone, right? But I'll look it up right here. The cast of The View, right? Now, most of these women are married, right? You got Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, right? Joy. Let's look up Joy Behar real quick. She's married. She's a Amalekite, right? She's married. Mind you, the woman said that men are useless, right? But then they said that her husband, Steve Janowitz, this guy right here, he's useful. Why? Because he's a so-called Jew, right? And you're gonna notice that Joy Berhard didn't say her husband was worthless. She didn't say that. She didn't even mention her ex-husband. I don't know what is going on. Why can't I Slovakia? I used to be able to look this up. What is going on with my Slovakia? Just bear with me, brothers. Having problems with my keyboard. All right. Let's look up and see who Steve Janowitz is. I might have to look it up. They ain't letting me copy it. All right. Let's do it this way. Right. Now, when the woman said that men are useless, right? But then they said that this woman, Joy Berhard's husband, not useless. This dude, Steve Janowitz, right? Steve Janowitz. I don't know who this man is, what he do. But check this out. Let's go back to this thing real quick, right? She said because men are useless. Mind you, she's disrespecting her own husband, her Ozempic taking ass, right?
So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless. I mean, and by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize.
And
like,
why did she mention that? Because you can't speak against dumb people. You can't speak against the small ads because they're gonna take your show down. So the bitch said no man can gossip. It ain't for a man to be a gossiper. Put accessories together, right? This woman said it, and this she's disrespectful as fuck, man.
gay men, nobody can help you die without gay men.
She said she would die without gay men. No, bitch, you would die without a man, particularly a straight man. You'd be gone. You know, these women they well past the wall. They get a divorce, ain't nobody checking for them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to build a relationship with them.
And by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men. But with the exception of something like Steve, I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
You see? And Steve is her husband. This dude, Steve Janowitz, is her husband. But she said, with the exception of this dude, listen to Joy Burher recalls meeting her husband at a nudist colony, bro. So these motherfuckers walking around buck ass naked, dick and titties out. Come on, bro. You see the world we live in? Do you see the low life? This world is full of low hanging fruit, bro. And they're incapable of running this operation, man. They speak against their head like it's nothing. And what this does, it teaches women to resent their husbands. It teaches women to resent from this to these ghetto gagging monsters, right? All this mindset teach you to hate your husbands, man. And Esau loves this. This is what he pushed. He pushed this shit in this world.
Joy's husband.
But like
He is.
husband, gay men. But with the exception of something like Steve, I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
Mind you, this bitch got a husband, and she's bigging up the Jew husband, right? So let me go back to the cast. Let me see if I can find it. The cast of The View. And get the Spanish chick. Where's she at? What's her name? It wasn't her. That's another one. Salakia. It's another chick. I guess she's sitting in for Whoopi, right? What's this demon name? What is her name? What is this demon's name? What is her name? She's on here. I seen her face. I looked her up. Oh, Anna Navarro, right? Anna Navarro. Mind you, she bigged up this Edomite, right? But she got a husband, Anna Navarro. This is what she used to look like before the Ozempic kicked in, right? The View, Navarro, adorable. They talking about a fucking dog. And before the surgeries and before the Ozempic kicked in, right? Her husband, right? This is her husband, Al Cardenas. This nigga is an American lawyer and a politician. And she said this dude is useless. Listen how she tears her husband down, bro.
Joy's husband.
But like
He is.
husband, it takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth.
Really?
I'm surprised that this woman is even married, and whoever this man is that she's married to, she is absolutely positively emasculating this guy in the worst way ever. You know, of all of the videos that I reviewed this year, right off the top of my head, I can't think of a video that is more emasculating than the one that I'm witnessing right now.
Right. Now, mind you, her husband is a lawyer. This nigga is a lawyer and a fucking politician. I'm not saying the dude is amazing. I'm not saying he got their way overnight. But what I am saying that it took work to do this shit. You know what I mean? This not a man that's useless. This not a man that's gonna get emaciated If he ain't got it, if it take a village of bitches to take care of this man, that's because he got holes on the side. This is a Cuban-born American. Mind you, the Israelite woman, she loves to tear down the Israelite man. Politician and conservative activist who is a partner in the law firm. This dude's a partner with his law firm, Squire Patton Boggs, and is in the advocacy group for the Cardenas Partners. He has been named as one of Washington, D.C.'s top lobbyists. But she said this dude is useless. You see this shit? She said this dude is useless, bro. This dude's he's on a board member, trustees of Florida A&M University. She straight disrespected his man. Right? She straight disrespected this dude. You know, he's married to this monster. Cardenas married Nicaraguan American political strategist and commentator Ana Navarro. She's also a contributor for CNN, right? Which these are nothing but sellouts. And she'll tell them that, I had to say this because that's just for the show. I don't really mean that. But look, she's totally disrespectful, man. While bigging up this dude, the Amalekite. This nigga talking about he's self-sufficient. This nigga walking around on a nudist colony all weird and shit, finding another Amalekite, but he's self-sufficient. Right? What makes this dude self-sufficient? It says on Thursday, Joy Burhart revealed that she met her husband, Steve Janowitz, at a nudist colony while discussing Jason Kelsey's relationship. You see this shit? And that's what these freaks do. These are disgusting people, bro. This world is full of disgust. Again, man, these women, man, they're incapable of running this operation, man. I don't give a fuck what none of them say.
So I'm here with
Avion, Lele, Ace. Hey, my name, Courtney, Lele. You skip TQ.
you said how about it? No. All right. So today's question is: would you date a 9-to-5, a scammer, or a drug dealer?
All of them.
Ooh, okay.
All of these both. I'm dating a scammer, I'm dating a drug dealer, and I'm dating a nigga with the 9-to-5.
Yes! Yes! Fucking nuts, bro. Yes! Yes!
I'll take the scammer for $250.
I'll do the scammer and the drug dealer. Damn. Yeah. What's up with the 9-to-5? Can't do nothing for me. Sign up. Sign up. I'm saying all of them.
Yeah, these bitches ain't shit. These bitches ain't shit. Bro, like I said, the scripture said, man, all wickedness is but nothing, but little to that of a woman. You sitting amongst women, conversing with women, ain't nothing gonna come out of this. You ain't gonna get nothing fruitful out of a conversation with a bunch of fucking dingbats, low-hanging fruit. The bitch said she take a scammer for $250. She went to scam.
Hey, I wouldn't even say that 9-to-5.
Listen to this.
You can't do the 9-to-5.
Why you gonna give him a chance?
You ain't. No, that's what I'm talking to.
You know when she went a 9-to-5? When she got a bunch of fucking rugrats running around here. Don't nobody want the bald head bitch no more. And now she want to get some man to wife up this used piece of shit called the box. You see? She dressed like a whore. She spent her youthful years. Her golden years are really her youthful years. She spent those burning through that shit. Talking about a 9-to-5 man can't do nothing for me. You're right, he can't do nothing for you. And he shouldn't do nothing for you. Right? Because these women, they want nothing but niggas that's wicked. That's what these hoes want at the end of the day. Because they have no understanding. They're completely oblivious. Right? The scripture says this. He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. When you read this in the GNT, I think this is GNT, same precept. When a man marries, he gets the finest thing he will ever have, a wife to help and encourage him, man. And that's what a woman is supposed to do. She's supposed to help and encourage you. If she got skills she bring to the table, them skills supposed to help. You read about this in Proverbs chapter 31, man. It talks about that virtuous woman, right? It ain't she a virtuous woman, not a woman that just got skills and hoards her abilities to herself and her finances and whatever she got. No, she bring it home to her husband because a unit is the reason why they call it a family unit. A unit has to work together. There has to be cohesion, but there's no cohesion amongst you niggas and spiggers today. There's no cohesion, right? Except when y'all coming together to do some wickedness. Mind you, a scammer can cost this bitch her life. She'll lose her life. She'll get a felony. Can't get a real good job because she got a felony. She'll lose her life. She's stealing, so she's risking her life of her children, even her own self, because she want a drug dealer and a scammer, right? The world is full of a bunch of hood hoes, man, and it ain't. I know it ain't every woman don't think this way. You got a small percentage, but it don't X out the majority, and this is the majority's mindset.
Said no, 9 to 5.
What you gonna do? Give me something to eat.
But you know, 9 to 5, some of them make like a band a week.
What you gonna do? Give me something to eat.
You can't do what, a band a week or something more than that.
What if he not making a band a week? Then what?
Then shit, then that's not the right one. But she did.
But like, I would consider them like, I wouldn't even say they're 9 to 5 for real. That's not. I don't know. Them niggas be doing 12-hour shifts, like 12, 13. Like,
What more do you want from me?
McDonald's, Wendy's, and all that shit. Like, no, I can't fuck with you.
Don't know men. When you go to McDonald's and Wendy's, you rarely see older men working there, bro. There's a bunch of hair-headed hooligans working there, bro. Bitches missing front teeth and side teeth working at the fucking McDonald's and the Burger King. You know what I'm saying? And the Checkers and the Popeyes, man. That's mainly that. You women look for the easy way out, bro. Ain't no easy way out. You know? But hey, it serves you right. That's why stay away from this low-hanging fruit. Stay away from it, bro. You a man of the Lord. You don't need to be nowhere near around none of this shit. This shit shouldn't attract you. It shouldn't make you get excited. If anything, you should want to get away from that. The Apostle Tahar been making video after video warning brothers to leave a nigga woman alone. And this is why. Let them tell it. Let it come out of their mouth. We ain't making this shit up. This ain't edited for you to know. Look what you say. These bitches want a 9 to 5 man when it's all over, when their run is done. You know, their body is already trashed. Their vagina is a fucking cesspool in a petri dish from hell, right? Their mouths are just as fucking foul, and their scalps are dry and rancid. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, bro, good for these bitches. They need a scam. The scripture says, a wicked woman is given to the portion of a wicked man, and a scammer, a drug dealer, those are wicked men. Those are wicked fucking men, bro. And the Lord's gonna deal with you niggas. And shalom.